For the next 4 weeks, I will be leading us in an exploration of the labyrinth. What is a labyrinth? Well, I'm going to answer that question next week. But what I can tell you right now is the labyrinth is an ancient spiritual and meditative tool that has been around for over 4,000 years. Each week we will be delving into various historical elements. How do you walk a labyrinth? What does the labyrinth hold as far as its symbols? And do you just walk, or can you walk with an intention? And we're going to do all of that. We will conclude the series the last Wednesday of Lent before Holy Week. We will conclude with walking the labyrinth in the midst of an evening prayer. So each week we will experience walking the labyrinth together virtually, and you have been given in email and mailed out these paper labyrinths. You could simply follow the path with your finger. You could use a crayon. I suggest a colored crayon so you see where you are and follow that path. I will also be sharing, this is good for children. There's also a children's labyrinth that has different colors, and you could you bring your children in right before bed. It's a wonderful way to end the day together as a family. So we'll be exploring all these options. These will be recorded, and you can watch them if the time on Wednesday isn't convenient. For those of you who want a really rich experience, I do suggest this finger labyrinth. Mine is from Veritas, where I was trained, and this is from the 90s. It was one of the first ones that Veritas created. It's a beautiful, made out of wood. It's 18 inches wide, so it's very large, and it has all the symbols of the Chart labyrinth on it. There are other versions, smaller versions. I will have some available for purchase, and you can go online and purchase them. And if you need some assistance, email me and I will post some suggestions of what I think are good ones. You don't really need any other materials. I'm going to be providing them for you, except for a journal. I do suggest that you have something to keep notes on and something to journal for yourself in your own process as we journey together. Lauren Artress's first book, Walking a Sacred Path, and The Sacred Path Companion are two that I will be using, and I'll be sharing with you from those. If you wish to have those for your own use, they are really wonderful. She has a new book out as well, and I'll be talking a little bit about that later on in the series. Do you have to come to every week or can you miss one? You can miss one and still get something out of it. There's always a little bit of review so I can remind you of the basic things of the labyrinth, but know that please pop in anytime, invite some friends. We would love to have a very rich experience as we walk this sacred path together.